Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Solange Matar and I will be guiding you today through something that I call mindful mornings. So in March, I will be offering a group of people on Zoom. We shall meet 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, for half an hour in the morning at 6:30 to do some movement, do some meditation, do some journaling, introspection, and start our day with purpose and intention. So I wanted to give an example of what this is going to look like. So for today, what you're going to need is just an open mind, a flexibility of mind, as well as a book or a piece of paper with a pen, a pencil, anything that you have. You're going to want a blanket or a pillow or a cushion, a harder cushion to sit on or to use as a tool. And I'm just going to take a moment to sage and smudge the place. So this is not sage, it's Palo Santo. It is a sacred wood that is known to relieve anxiety, stress, and inflammation when it's extracted as oil, but we have it in the stick format today. So maybe you have a glass of water or tea or coffee, anything that you'd like to maybe sip on, stay hydrated. So taking a moment to grab that cushion, that pillow, that pen and paper. And we're going to make our way to our mats. We're going to start off in a comfortably seated position. And what I mean by comfortably seated, let me explain. So when we sit normally cross-legged, in the society that we live in, that we do a lot of things that are hunched forwards on our phone, computers, driving, eating, anything we do. And gravity just tends to kind of pull us hunched forward, especially at the upper back, shoulder blades area. Yes, we can gently straighten up the back, but if it's your first time doing so, it does require a little bit of, not strength, but, staying there. So to bring our focus away from constantly forcing to stay sitting upright, you're gonna grab a cushion or a blanket and fold it, and you're just gonna sit at the edge of it, okay? Not fully at the back, really at the edge. And when you're gonna sit, you're gonna feel the alleviation at the sit bones. You're gonna feel your low back kind of just straightening and lengthening by itself. I know that my first teacher training 5 years ago or so was in an ashram, and it's a spiritual, sacred spiritual space. And we had to sit with crossed legs for very long periods of time. And I know my knees and my hips really had to adjust. So at any time, if you need to uncross your legs or if you need to sit on a chair, please modify and respect yourself. This is also a practice of self-respect, self-love. I'm only guiding you through this, but you are the master of your body and of how you feel. So always, always check in, please. All right. So we're gonna find a comfortably seated position. I will turn back to you. Awesome. Comfortably seated. Roll your shoulders up towards your ears and then down away from your ears just one time. You can have your palms facing down. You can have your palms facing up if you'd like. If it's comfortable, I invite you to shut down your eyes or just to soften your eye gaze, right? Whatever is comfortable for you right here and right now. And we want to start bringing our awareness to something that is present in this moment, being your breath, right? We breathe unconsciously all the time, but being actually aware of our breath is such a powerful tool for the physical body, for slowing down your mind, for just awareness of self. So relaxing the eyes, breathing in through the nose if it's possible, and trying to expand your abdomen like a balloon through all of the spaces. Breathing in. And then as you breathe out, feel your belly relax and your belly button pull in towards your lower back, and you get a bit more comfortable in your seat every single time. If it's your first time just sitting still and observing your breath, or even if it's not your first time, there's certain days where our mind just wants to wander away, and that is perfectly fine. It's very normal because we're so used to thinking all the time of external things. So time and time again, just bring your awareness back every single time to your breath. If you want, you can even place a hand on your abdomen to feel your hand moving when you breathe. So try keeping your chest and your rib cage relaxed and just breathe through your abdomen for now. And maybe taking the time to observe the pause between each inhale and each exhale. Taking like a second or two to pause there and just feel the stop. And it's okay if belly breathing is something that you're getting into. It's really by connecting our mind with our body, right? So maybe it'll take a little while to get used to this. But like anything, it is a practice. From conscious breathing to movement to training our brain or our body for anything. Right? So when you've breathed a few times comfortably through the abdomen, then start expanding your ribcage to the side. If you want, you can even put a hand on the ribcage. Filling the belly as you breathe in, then expanding into your ribcage. Relax the ribcage. Relax the abdomen. Do this once or twice at your own pace. And at the end of that inhale, trying to see if you can go all the way up to your collarbones. Expand the ribcage and up again. As you exhale, relax the chest, relax the ribcage, relax the abdomen. So try to play with this breath for just another few rounds here. Breathe in through the belly, the ribcage expands all the way to the chest and collarbone. Observe the pause and slowly exhale. Maybe you find a count of breath for yourself. Maybe you inhale on a count of 1, 2, 3. Exhale 3, 2, 1. All while being aware of your breath, keep going here. I want you to take a moment to acknowledge and really thank yourself for showing up today. In whatever mindset, however you feel, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Another few moments here. You could imagine every time you breathe out that you're releasing any toxins or stress from your body and your energy field around you. I want to bring your awareness to your heart center. So the center of your chest. And imagine you're breathing through that space. Deep breath in. Sigh it out. Now, we all have a way that we like crossing our legs intuitively. We're going to switch that. So just bring the other leg in the front. You might want to uncross, roll out the ankles, recross the legs. And you might feel a little difference at the hip level. It's quite normal, especially if we're not used to crossing our legs the other way. We might feel a little unbalanced or disbalanced or whatnot. Excuse my actual French. Sometimes I think of it. I am French speaking, so. All right, back to our seat. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, lower your chin down towards your chest. As you inhale, roll your right ear towards your right shoulder. Relax the left side. Exhale, lower your chin back down. Inhale, right ear, left shoulder. Exhale, lower down. Breathe in right ear. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, left ear, left side. Exhale, lower down. Breathe into the other side. And lower down. Do this once or twice again on each side at your own pace. Breathing in when your ear rolls to the right of the side. Breathing out when your chin rolls back down. And gently, you take your time, lower your head back down. Bring your chin up all the way to the ceiling. And come back to neutral. Good. Turn your head to the right. Turn your head to the left. Come back to center. Inhale, squeeze your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, release. 2 more times like that. Breathe in, squeeze up. And breathe out, relax. Last time. And let go. Good. Reach your arms up over your head. Exhale, palms together. Lower down at your heart center. Do this one more time. Inhale, go up, but stay at the top. Exhale, stay here. Kind of let the shoulders and shoulder blades come down, okay? And then start opening and closing your fingers. And then start going faster. Open, close, open, close, open, close. Where do you feel this? Your forearms, your hands, your wrists, and your shoulders. Breathe, move the energy. And let go. Shake it out. Very good. I'm going to turn this side because I want you to see what I'm doing with my spine. Hands are on your knees, okay? As you breathe in, you allow your shoulder blades to squeeze back. Your chest and heart opens up at the front. It's kind of like a seated cat-cow, if you know what that is. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your tailbone in, chin comes down. Inhale, shoulder blades back, open up your heart and your chest. Exhale, round your spine, tuck your belly button in and your tailbone down. Inhale, shoulders back, open up the heart. As you exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. One more time. And round. Come back to center and back to neutral. We'll do the same movement with our hands on our shoulders this time. Inhale, shoulders, elbows back, open up the heart and chest. Exhale, round the upper back, elbow towards each other's. Inhale, open up, shoulder blades back. Exhale, elbow to elbow, round the top of your spine. Again, breathe and shoulders back, open up your heart. Exhale, elbow to elbow, chin tucks in. Last time, open up, inhale. Exhale, release back to center. Either place your hands on your low back or interlock your fingers behind your back. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your spine. So imagine air going all the way up to the crown of the head. And as you exhale, squeeze your shoulder blades back. Maybe you're pushing your knuckles down and back. Breathe. And release, let go. Very good. You're going to remove whatever you're sitting on. Move it to the side. I just turned because I want you to see me, okay? Your hands are on the front, your fingers on the ground. Inhale, lengthen through the sides of your spine. Lead with your heart and your chest, and exhale, fold forward. Maybe you go down just a few inches. Maybe your forearm touches the ground. It's not the point. So really respect yourself where your body reaches. Relax your head. Breathe into the spaces that you're feeling this. Maybe at your hips, your back, your head, shoulders. Breathe. Every time you breathe in, feel your lower back expanding to the side. The rib cage, that big breath we were taking. And every time you exhale, soften just a little bit more. We're just going to stay here for another 3 breaths. Slowly walk your hands back up. Good. And then we're going to come up, squeeze your shoulder blades back, and back to neutral. Swing your legs back. And we're coming to sit on our knees and on our heels. Now, if being on your knees for a certain period of time doesn't feel just right, you can unfold a blanket or a towel or anything and place your knees on this. Okay, so I'm going to do it for our intents purposes. So tuck your toes in, even tucking that big toe in. Okay, we're just going to be here for a moment. We're going to spend some time on our hands and wrists. So I really like warming up that space before getting there. So you're making fists with your fingers, and then start really mindfully rotating your wrists. Breathe. You're probably feeling this in the front of your feet, in your toes, in the calves, in the front of the shins. Rotate the wrists the other way. Good. Shake it out. Place your hands on the ground. Untuck your toes. Tap the toes on the ground. Good. We're going to move through a few rounds of cat and cows. So you want your wrists underneath your shoulders, and you want your knees underneath your hips, okay? And we're naturally drawn to like kind of have our belly sink down and our tailbone pushing up. I want you to flatten your back, engaging your core. Okay, and as you exhale, push the floor away from you, round your spine, tuck your tailbone in. Inhale, lower your abdomen, your chest goes up and your head goes up. As you exhale, you round your spine, tuck your tailbone, push the floor away. Again, breathing in, lower down your stomach, your head goes up and your chest goes up. Exhale, round through the spine, push the floor away from you. Again. Exhale, round. Back to neutral, and then push your rib cage to the right. Pushing the hips to the right side, really feeling that nice side body stretch. And then come back to center as you breathe in, and as you breathe out, push your hips and your rib cage to the left side. Breathe through here. Good. Come back to center. Inhale. And then start liberating your cat and cow. And what that means is you can maybe push your ribs to the right, round through the spine, push the ribs to the left, allow your belly to lower down, and start rotating in this manner. Good, and then we're gonna come back to neutral. You're gonna tuck your toes. We are going to engage our core, and as you exhale, hover your knees from the ground. Not up, really just slightly hover. Breathe, 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 you got this. Exhale, lower your hips down, sink your hips back. We're gonna do this 2 more times. Come back on your fours, keep your toes tucked in. Exhale, hover your knees. Tailbone is tucked in, not out, really tucked in. Breathe. Exhale, lower down and hips back. Good. Back to neutral, exhale, hover. Breathe. And lower down and hips back. Good. Coming back on your fours, untuck your toes. Walk your left hand forward just a little bit. Okay, we're gonna do something called thread the needle. So you're gonna inhale, open up your right arm up. And as you exhale, you bring your right arm underneath your body with your palm facing up. You lower down your right ear either to the mat. You can have a pillow or a cushion for your right ear. Lower your head down. A nice stretch in the shoulder and shoulder blade here. You can keep your left hand beside you. You can extend your arm forward. You can also bring your left arm behind you. Okay, so whatever variety calls to you right now, find your space and breathe. Three more breaths. Last deep breath in. Deep breath out. Good. If your left arm is behind your back, we're all going to bring our left hand closer to our face to push through the left arm. Lift the head up. Take your time. Open up the right arm. Open and stretch. And then back to the mat. Lift your left arm up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, thread that arm underneath the body. Your left palm faces up. Left ear to the mat. Right hand can stay by your side, by your face, or extend the arm forward, or bring the arm behind your back, whatever you will feel called to do right now, and breathe through it. Another 3 big breaths. Bring your right hand near your face again. Exhale, push and up. Open up the left arm. And then place the left hand back. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Curl your toes. As you exhale, push your hips up towards the sky, intending to have your heels come on the ground. Now you might have a slight bend in your knees here if you'd like. You might feel like you're pushing your heels down one at a time. So if you push the left heel, your right knee bends, vice versa. Try to really keep pushing your shoulder blades separating away from your ears. Pushing your hips up towards the sky, having your head in between both arms. Good. And then from here, come into a plank. Lower your knees down, open up your hips, big toe comes to touch, child's pose position. As you exhale, lower your chest down. And then perhaps you bring your hands together and you bring your thumbs to come behind your neck. If it's not something that feels right or comfortable, just keep your arms in front of you. And maybe you have your head or your chest supported on a pillow, something here. Breathe. Another 3 big breaths. If your hands are behind your head, place your hands back. Press through your hands, lift your forehead, bring your hands closer to you. Bring your knees together. And slowly roll up. When you're at the top, roll your shoulders back. And relax. Place one hand on your abdomen and come place one hand on your heart. I want you to feel your hands on you, having your back, having your front, having your entire self for yourself. And then with purpose and intention, we're going to come and find a comfortably seated position on our mat. So I'm going to take that blanket again. I'm going to fold it equally up. And then we are going to come into a comfortably seated position. If you want to cross your legs the other way than they were, I invite you to do so. Maybe grabbing a moment to grab a sip of water, tea, coffee. One thing about me is I really love cups with quotes on them. The one I have today, it says, "The beginning is always today, in this moment, right here and right now." So find yourself in a comfortably seated position, whether it's on the ground or on a chair. And then just like we did earlier, we're going to roll our shoulders up and allow our shoulders to roll down. And you're going to consciously bring your awareness back to your breathing. And every time you breathe out, you get just a little bit more comfortable in your seat. So we're going to be here for about 5 minutes or so, just so you don't feel like I'm losing track of time. Sometimes a few minutes can seem like a very long time, and sometimes it could feel very short. So every time your mind wanders away to things that are external in your head or things to do, just bring yourself back every single time. Time and time again. You could come back to maybe really softly counting your breath, seeing how long it takes you to inhale. And counting in your head kind of gives you something to do, because our mind does want something while we try to stay focused and present. And what I like to do is have a focal point, a point of focus in my body to kind of derive my energy towards. The one I like to use is to focus on my third eye. So the point in between my eyebrows, I kind of shift my eye gaze with my eyes closed toward that place. And you can imagine like a light or a warmth or anything coming from that place. You can also focus at your heart center, the Anahata chakra. Or in your abdomen, lowering down at the root where your reproductive organs are. And start feeling all the places of your body that is touching the ground. Your sit bones, your glutes, your back thighs. Imagine that you become really rooted and grounded with this space. And then feel all of the places of your body that are not touching the ground. What sensations do you feel on your skin? What temperature is it? Now, while feeling all of these different spaces, even observing and taking in all the sounds around you. Maybe it's a car passing outside. Maybe you have somebody in the home with you. Maybe the sound of your fridge. But incorporate that with your stillness. And if your mind goes away somewhere else, bring yourself back every time. It's really about being kind and patient with ourselves in these practices. Take another few breaths in stillness here. And then I'm going to say a few affirmations. I will say them twice. And the second time, I really want you to repeat it to yourself mentally for yourself. I am an expansive being open to growth. I am an expansive being open to growth. I am exactly where I need to be. I am exactly where I need to be. I believe in my power to heal. I believe in my own power to heal. I love myself. I love myself. Take another moment or so here to just breathe into your belief of these affirmations. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. I'm going to invite you to grab your pen and paper, and I'm going to read you a few entries to write down. Now, if I go a little faster than the amount of time that you need to write these down, just pausing the video or writing down the questions and coming back to them. So taking a moment to grab that paper or that journal and that pen. First question, first journaling entry. What are 3 things that I love about myself that are unique to me? What are 3 things that I love about myself that are unique to me? Take a moment and write down what comes. Even what comes right away, intuitively. Try not to think too much about it. What are 3 things that I love about myself and are unique to me? Next entry. What do I want more of in this year? Maybe it's 2021, maybe it's another year ahead. What do I want more of this year? And the third that I write down every single day, morning or at night. What are 3 things that I am grateful for today? It could be things, it could be a belief, it could be a person, many people. What are 3 things I am grateful for today, right here, right now? Taking as long as you need to answer these. You can pause this video if you need to. And whenever you're ready, meeting me again, sitting just for a moment, your eye gaze is softened. You take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Just taking a moment to observe how you feel, where's your mind space, how is your body. Just observing how just doing something for ourselves with intention and purpose and slowing down, how much benefits, how beneficial it could be for our well-being, our mind, our body. Especially in this fast-paced society that we live in and these times that we are facing. So placing one hand on your stomach, one hand on your heart. Thank yourself for trusting this. Thank yourself for doing this with me, for allowing me to guide you in this. If you've liked this video and would like more on these, please do not forget to subscribe, comment, share, show some love. It's very much appreciated. My heart in me sees the heart and love in each and every one of you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Shanti, shanti, peace, peace. Thank you.